All right. So we're here. We're playing Celeste.
Are we? I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
Morgan cannot see. Stand by.
Okay.
Me and Morgan are playing Celeste.
Well, Clayton is playing Celeste. I am here
playing Celeste.
along for the ride.
Yeah. We're doing another gameplay video because
Surprise.
they're fun. They're fun and easy. Morgan got to do Spyro. She knows Spyro like the back of her hand. I know Celeste like the back of my hand from 4 years ago. I honestly don't remember the last time I played Celeste, but I'm gonna do a speed run anyway.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna be going through the very beautiful, well thought out, well written story. I'm just gonna be skipping all these cutscenes because the speedrun clock keeps ticking while I'm
Yeah,
in
we ain't got
cutscenes,
time for that.
We ain't got time for that. I got the speedrun clock on the file. I feel like whenever I was in my prime, not like I'd actually put that much effort into speedrunning this, but I would just kind of play it for fun occasionally. Yeah. I was doing about an hour. I don't know if I ever got sub 1 hour.
Okay.
But I'm going to see if I can do it again.
I was going to say, maybe this time you will. You never know.
All right. We're doing it.
All right,
Morgan,
let's go.
it's your turn to vamp while
Oh, shit.
chit-chatting.
Are we skipping the cutscene or not?
This one is unskippable. We have met our first unskippable cutscene.
Unsmippable.
Unsmippable. Fuck. We're starting over.
Oh, no. Shut it down.
Kill the recording.
Yeah.
All right. I'm already digging into this a little bit.
I'm
going to turn down the sounds.
Okay. All right.
Oh, this is a terrible speedrun.
Oh, no.
I am off to the worst start imaginable.
Oh, you're going to skip the tutorial bird. Is that a tutorial bird? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. He barks at you. I mean, balks at you. I mean,
barks.
Whatever birds do. All right. We're skipping Granny.
Oh, Granny's laughing at you, bitch.
She's laughing at us. Yeah, we don't know what the
bitch.
fuck's going on.
Sorry, that's rude.
That old bitch.
I feel like, hey, what happened in the stream? It kicked me out. Now I'm back. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't let me stop you.
That's okay. Technical difficulties.
Right. I don't know why I did that. What I was going to say was, so I don't know if you're feeling what I was feeling when we were recording Spyro. As soon as we got to the gameplay, I started to feel like this frantic need of like, I have to hurry, I have to make progress or else it's going to be boring. I have to go. I don't know if you're feeling that.
No, I'm just taking my time. I spent, the first 20 seconds of the speedrun just diddling with the menu. So
diddling. Oh, no strawberries?
Diddling. No strawberries.
That's fine.
You don't got time for that.
What do the strawberries do? Could you remind me of that?
They're just like a collectible, basically. So it's like a more challenging route. So you could jump up there, do it nice and easy, or you could do this bullshit. Fuck. Or you could do this bullshit.
Okay.
That was a bit of speedrunning tech. There's this dash jump to the side of a wall that you can get a big speed boost off of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame my controller.
Sure. That's what I was doing.
Diagonal inputs.
Yeah, or the input drops. I legitimately think I did have an actual input drop on treetops there. I don't know if you could actually hear my controller clicking, but I swear I pushed the jump button, but
I can see that with the emulator.
Yeah. And also I was replaying the first Sly Cooper recently because I was just in the mood. And I lost 5 lives on the Ms. Ruby boss fight.
Because of...
I think so, because the PS3 controller's wireless, so I was sitting in my living room across the room, and I kept dying in a certain segment where you had to rapid fire press a bunch of things. So then I got fed up and I plugged my controller in and sat in front of the TV, and then that time I lived and did it flawlessly. So I don't know what the heck. But I don't know if that was me just getting my act together, getting my shit together, and I've been dealing with all sorts of Bluetooth shenanigans, Bluetooth fuckery perhaps. In my day-to-day life. Yeah.
I have a Bluetooth connection from my phone to my car, and it just feels like randomly I'm losing it. Just getting picking up strays of other people's connections. Anyway, we beat the first.
Oh, that's fast.
The first stage. Yeah, the first stage is very fast.
And this is ascending a mountain. Does the mountain have a name?
Celeste Mountain.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Never would have guessed.
Sorry to do that to you.
No, it's all right. Celeste Mountain. Oh, I was trying to think of topics that I could bring up. Interesting topics to bring up, while you're gaming.
Fun little icebreakers, perhaps.
Well, all right. We're gonna talk about peeing.
Okay.
Okay. This is a common dream. I feel like everybody has this dream of like, I have to go to the bathroom, so I dream about like struggling to find a bathroom to go, right? And then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have to pee. Mm-hmm. Do you have that happen?
I've had that happen. I've had like piss dreams before. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
You wake up and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's usually like I almost pee. Like I go to the bathroom, I start peeing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is a fun little secret up here.
I see that.
Yeah.
What does the heart do?
The hearts are required for progression into the hardest stages of the game. There's one in each level, or one in each like world. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that one is hidden up there. So like your dash resets every time you enter and exit.
I see. Yeah.
So you had to like abuse that to like climb to
get up there,
the vertical portion. Yeah. But anyway, back to pissing.
Yeah.
I always have the dream where it's like, I gotta pee. I go to the bathroom, go to like some public restroom somewhere, and it's like, oh, it's time to pee finally.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm asleep. And I wake up and I'm like, holy shit, I almost pissed in the bed.
In the bed, yeah.
In the bed. And then you run, full on sprint.
Right.
Out of the bedroom, waking up your significant other.
Scare the shit out of Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Probably knock her off the bed. So I was taking a nap the other day, and I had napped long enough to where I fell into that REM cycle. So it was a very vivid dream of me waking up and being like, oh, I have to pee, walking into the bathroom. And the second I made like eye contact with the toilet, I would like, for lack of a better term, respawn on the couch. And I've
never respawned in a dream, I don't believe.
Yeah, I was stuck in like an infinite time loop where every time I got close to the toilet, boop, back on the couch.
That's a fucking new fear unlocked, honestly.
Yeah, it was kind of a lot. But like I got to a point where I was like actually getting like mad instead of like, I wasn't like freaked out, I was just like annoyed. I was like, why does this keep happening? Why is this just like an infinite loop? But yeah, and then I eventually woke up and I was like, oh, I do actually have to pee. Okay, let's go take care of that. But yeah, that was kind of trippy. I've never had like a time loop type of dream before.
Yeah, I that is trippy. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, honestly, if my body just in its dream state reminded me of maintenance that I needed to perform, that'd be kind of nice. Like I have a dream about going to the doctor, maybe flossing my teeth.
Nope, only pissing.
Getting an oil change.
Only pissing, and not even like, I don't know, I've never woken up or like had a dream about like being thirsty or hungry. However, there is maybe a phenomenon, I don't know if I've ever brought this up on the podcast or otherwise before, but there's a phenomenon specifically with our generation that there are like common types of wish fulfillment dreams. Where it's like a dream where you get to play out like a scenario where I think most of them have to do with like shopping. Like you find a really good deal on something you really, really want, or you find it like for free or something. Yeah. And people in our generation, myself included, who grew up playing with Bionicles have recurring wish fulfillment dreams where we go into like Walmart or something and just find aisles crammed full of Bionicles. They're like super cheap or like free or like, you know, and you just start grabbing as many as you can.
I've actually had this.
You've had the like Bionicle dreams? Oh, retro games.
Yes.
Like I think I've had that too.
Stuff.
Yeah. Was there any specific game that called to you that you found?
I feel like it's more like, Target is for some reason getting rid of all of their discount GameCubes for like $20. It's like, oh my god, I'm buying every GameCube.
That's so
I'm not leaving any for anybody else.
Yeah. I also think I've had similar dreams like that for games that haven't come out yet that I'm like super excited for. which hasn't been any time recently, but like when I was a kid, I used to have dreams like that.
Did you ever get a game early?
Ever get a game early?
Yeah, like before the release date?
No, I don't think so.
I only did it once. We only got it once. I think my dad, like, just went to Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know if he went there for this reason, but he picked up Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like, just out of the blue, like, I think just a couple days early.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like a retailer just had it?
I think, yeah, they probably just, like, had it or accidentally put it out too early and they didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that was, like, the tail end of when you could actually get away with that type of stuff.
Right. I remember that happened to someone with when Sly 4 came out. So I was like scouring the internet for any news on Sly 4 because I was so excited to play it. And someone, their local retailer had put out copies of it early. And so they were like giving like info on like what the gameplay was like and stuff ahead of time. And all the stuff they said ended up being true. So it was legit. It wasn't just someone looking for clout. I will say there was one time, remember Borderlands 3, how we changed our time zones on our Xboxes so we could play it early?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
that's the only time,
briefly,
technically. Yeah.
I'm going to say straight up, hey, we didn't do that. That's against terms of service. Who would ever do that?
No,
not me.
This
not
is
me for
hypothetical in Minecraft.
I would never do that for literally every game that has ever come out. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Wish fulfillment dreams. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about that. That's just the... Oh, and it was nice, the last time I had the Bionicle dream, I remembered a couple specific sets. If there's any Bionicle fans out there, I don't even remember what they're called. Yeah.
Blockheads. No.
Blockheads.
That'd be Legos.
Yeah, give me a second to look up the sets.
Sure.
By the way,
I didn't know Bionicles had sets. Is this not individual characters or was it like a playset type thing?
Well, they came like the thing had two figures in the set.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I gotta say, this world is like the first like major difficulty spike, I feel like. It's also a bit longer.
Yeah, this is like the haunted mansion.
You remember, I've played this in front of you before.
Yes.
I wonder how loud I'm being with my controller. I feel like I'm just smacking the shit out of it right now.
And then is the evil clone, the main character's name is Madeline, right?
Yes.
Madeline. And is it Dark Madeline that's...
There's no canonical name, I don't think, but people call her Badeline.
Oh, okay. That's cute. I like that.
Morgan, have you heard of this Claire Obscura game?
Yeah, Sage is actually playing that right now.
It's one of those games where I listen to a lot of like gaming content, just like news and other opinionated stuff. And I'm constantly hearing about games that are being like praised for various reasons, and sometimes that like sticks out where I'm like, I'm hearing like a lot of people talk about this in very like big ways, that I'm kind of like, I wonder if this is something I should be checking out. There's some of the ways that people have talked about the story kind of make me think, is this like a Morgan type game? I've heard it's very abstract, experimental.
Yeah, I mean, Sage explained the setting to me, how it's like France, but some like magical shenanigans happened that turned everyone in France magical. I don't remember if it was like a meteorite or some, I don't know. And then there's like a big lady with a countdown timer that they're trying to stop because she's Thanos snapping people. This is how Sage's words, not mine. So if that sounds insane and you actually know what the story is about, my bad.
I have no idea. I was gonna jump into it blind just based on feedback.
Yeah.
So just like, well, I've heard it's good. I'm just gonna play it. I believe it's turn-based.
Yeah. I've
heard there's some like Dark Souls dodging and parrying.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I would say Dark Souls, but yeah, there's definitely a parrying mechanic that I saw.
I think I was told there's also like bonfires and stuff, so it seemed like there was some Dark Souls inspiration.
Yeah.
But I haven't played it. I could be wrong.
Sorry, just real quick to pivot back to Bionicles for a second, because I found the sets.
Just to pivot back to Bionicles real quick.
Yeah. So the sets that were in my wish fulfillment dream were Vezon and Fenrak. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names right.
Yeah, Gesundheit.
Yeah. That's a guy with like a big spear riding on top of a spider with giant teeth, and it looks cool, and I like it.
Oh.
And then the other set was Toa, Likon, and Kikanalo. Which, yeah.
Sneezy. Yeah.
But yeah, so I told Sage, or I think I posted in Discord that I had a wish fulfillment dream about those specific sets, because I had them as a kid and then I'm pretty sure I lost them. And Sage saw it, and then he ordered them for me. So I have them now, and they're on my bookshelf.
In possession of them.
Yeah, and now it makes me happy to look over at my shelf and see them there.
I am finally happy.
Yes.
Oh.
my life's goal is complete. I have no other purpose, and yet I persist.
Mm-hmm. I've heard a lot of people who like get into collecting stuff, like that type of stuff that they wish they had when they were a kid. They reach a point where it's like, I could have everything, and you just don't want to.
Yeah.
And it's like almost like wanting it was more exciting.
Right, than just having it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably an optimal way to go through these. There's like 3 sections here that you can do in a different order, and as you do them, the other ones get harder because you are cleaning up this place and removing certain blocks.
Are these squiggly lines, are these folded towels, or are these linens?
I think they are.
Okay, that's fun.
I fucking love this game, by the way. I don't know if I've like mentioned this. This might be the number 1 game for me personally.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I went the wrong way. But actually, I'm gonna go this way. Fuck it.
Oh, secret tunnel.
There's this little secret game here.
Pico.
Yeah. So the Pico 8 is like a tiny it's like a really like niche. What would be? It's like a cult.
What?
Like limited game creating thing. So the demo, like the, I don't know what exactly. Like the prototype for this game was built in Pico 8, and they just put it in here as a little secret.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if I will beat it. I can't remember. I feel like it is short, but maybe difficult. I can't really remember. But it's solid. It's good. They made a Celeste 2, which has like a grappling hook, and it's also made in Pico 8.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's also fun, but hard. Yeah.
Huh. And this isn't like an exact copy of like the game, is it?
No. It has some levels that you can see as like clear inspiration. Like the one that I just did where there's like a floating strawberry that you can't like quite get to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how the fuck I get past this one.
I was gonna say this is kind of a difficult.
That's how I do it.
Oh, it is?
Oh, it is? Yeah, as I died.
Yeah. I didn't mean that mockingly.
Oh,
I just was genuinely surprised because it looks really difficult. Jeez.
I don't know if I've actually... So, there's some stuff that I just don't finish in life because similar to what we literally just discussed with like, I don't want to, actually complete this thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I have not like fully beaten Celeste. I've played like the main game tons of times. There are C-sides or B-sides and C-sides to each world that are exceedingly difficult. The C-sides are usually like really short, but like fucking insane. I think I've done the C-side for like a couple stages, but it's like bonkers.
Yeah.
I love the main game. I think it's if it was just the main game, I'd still be like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I guess is part of the reason like not wanting to fully beat it because you don't want to like ever be done with it? Is that so. Part of it? Yeah. Okay. Because that's the exact same problem I have with Mass Effect and why I like never beat Mass Effect 3. Because I'm like, I don't want it to be over. It makes me sad.
I do that with Seinfeld. I like that there's always an episode of Seinfeld that I can watch.
Yeah. Like having that episode on the back burner or something that you can go to is maybe more comforting than having watched the episode.
Yeah, it's like there's still episodes of Seinfeld that I can watch for the first time. And it's like, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm lazy. I'm not gonna watch everything.
I think during COVID I watched a decent amount of Seinfeld because it was like, what else am I gonna do?
What else am I gonna do?
And I remember getting so far as George's fiance died from licking envelope glue.
Oh, I don't remember this.
I don't know if you remember that. It's kind of an unhinged way to write her out of the show, like just kill her in like a really weird way. No, it was like messed up because it's like, George is always struggling with the ladies, right? Mm-hmm. And it's so frustrating because he finally lands one and not only lands one, somehow talks her into like getting married, right? And they're on like the cusp of getting married, and then he starts to fall out of love with her and like resent her. And then she dies from licking glue, and then he's like, oh, thank God.
Very
Isn't that messed up?
I cannot think of another way for George's relationship to go in that situation.
Honestly, yeah, it's kind of like I don't even know what, like, narratively speaking, to call that, like a character where they are always chasing something, but you can't give them what they want because then there's nowhere for them to go anymore. The struggle has to persist. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Like, the show would not work if George was just married. That'd be insane.
Well, it's like, Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner wouldn't work if he caught the Roadrunner. Tom and Jerry wouldn't work if he caught Jerry. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's... by their very nature of the show, it must continue.
Can I, like, biff this?
I don't know if you... Well...
No, I don't think I can. I think I've seen people do that. Oh, shit.
Like in real life?
Well, in real life, as in I've seen videos of like a speedrun of this, I think, and they do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the...
Oh, sorry.
The endless pursuit of a...
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a few homies lose their spouse that way.
Oh God. With the envelope glue?
It's tragic.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
Slippery.
I like how sometimes I just like die even though I don't have to.
Yeah. What does it mean when your hair is green? You have an extra boost stored up?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. Watching you play this is sort of reminiscent of some other platforming I've watched you do. No. Where it's like this Celeste attitude of like, I'm gonna hurl myself at this obstacle with wild abandon.
Yeah.
If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. That's
literally why Celeste is my favorite game.
Oh, okay, because it lets you do that.
It lets me. It encourages me to be me.
Okay. Oh, wait, there could be something really deep there. Is everyone's favorite game a game that encourages them to be them? brings
I
out
think
some
so.
like inner aspect of themselves, perhaps.
What's your favorite game?
Well, all right, hold on. Okay. So I really like BioWare games, which
Romance.
the romance, exactly. I am such a sucker for a romance.
Yeah, that's yeah. Your deepest desire is to be a space commander with your own harem of aliens.
Of aliens, yeah. They all want to jump my bones so bad.
Jump my bones.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't like that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's a phrase that I didn't just make up. Who knows?
I believe you. I mean, I'm inferring the meaning.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of. I didn't anticipate jumping into Celeste prototype, but here we are.
Yeah, the game within the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The original game within the game.
Right.
Morgan, I've been occupying my time in my personal life with bicycles.
Yeah.
I've been fucking all about these bicycles. So for a long time, we live in like a very like bicycle heavy area, which is awesome because I don't know, feels like everyone here is very active.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's like people are kind of out and they're also more pleasant. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe as a result of being a more active community. So there's a lot of nice. I don't know how to do this.
Sorry. Yeah.
A lot of nice parts of it. But it's really gotten me back into biking, and I only have a mountain bike, or I've only had a mountain bike for a long time, and that's not ideal for the type of trails that I want to be doing. We all have a lot of like paved trails.
Right. Not very mountainous terrain on
No,
that.
not very
paved
mountainous. I
road.
only recently thought about the the etymology of mountain bike. It's like, oh yeah, mountain.
For mountains?
For
Who knew?
mountains. I am not at mountain. I just realized I can walk off this instead.
Yeah, I kind of wondered, but you're the professional, not me.
Yeah. But yeah. So I found like a used like road bike, just like on Facebook Marketplace.
I take it these are more for roads than mountains.
More for the street,
Yeah.
less for the sheets.
Whoa.
And whoa. And I've been just like, it was kind of old and like dusty. It was probably like 10 years old and probably never been like fully serviced.
Yeah.
And I've been just like taking it apart, like cleaning it as much as I can. Like I keep like, I'm in a project where I just like keep getting slightly further.
Yes.
And I realized like, oh, I need this tool now. Oh, I need this thing to do this thing.
Ain't that just the way?
Ain't it just the way? I mean, hey, tell you what, next time I need to like do a deep clean service thing on a bike, I'm going to be ready for it.
Kit it out. Yeah.
I really will be. Oh man, I am moments away from giving up on Pico 8 Celeste. I feel like I am actually very close to the end though.
Don't give up. Come on. Is this adding to your outside of the Pico 8 speedrun
I think it
timer?
actually started a new timer.
That's fascinating. Okay. Oh damn! Whoa!
There we
you
go.
did it.
Summit. We did it.
I'm
me
sure
10
that was
minutes.
supposed to say summit, but it looked like sunnit to me, so that's what I said. Looked like a little turtle girl.
I do. I remember I like briefly tried to get into Pico 8 coding.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be fun. Didn't get that far, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's neat. It's one of those like, there's some people who there's like a dedicated community for it because it's so limited. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, there was a like a free online game design tool that's super limited, and I don't remember what it's called. Is it like Bitly? I don't remember. No, I don't think it's Bitly. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, that we used in one of my game design classes, and it has like a super limited way. Like you can only basically make like NPCs to talk to and like collectibles, and that's it. Like you can't. There's no physics to make platforming. You have to get super creative to make anything like interesting with it.
Gotcha.
But like I think the limitation sometimes breeds creativity. You know, when you have
Yes.
like if something is too open-ended, I get choice paralysis, and I'm like, what the heck do I even do?
Speaking of choice paralysis,
Yeah.
so I played Celeste a bunch, and there are like certain sections that trip me up. This specific screen fucks me. So you see these like you see these like two like blobs, these little meatballs that go in like different
the timing
speed
changes.
rates. I've spent probably like a notable percentage of my time playing Celeste on this screen. We'll see how long it takes me. Fuck.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, it was close.
Oh, that might have been a good time.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, geez. I find it interesting that some of these blobs have different types of eyes. Or maybe that's not eyes. I don't know.
I don't know what exactly they're supposed to be. I refer to them as meatballs.
Okay. That's fair.
They got meatball energy.
Yeah, they kind of have that shape for sure.
Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about bikes. I'm just fucking. I got 3 bikes in my tiny apartment right now. I got 2 of my bikes, a Claire bike.
Yeah.
It's rough. My wife hasn't left me quite yet, but
what do you mean quite yet? How does that?
You know, I'm just destroying our apartment with various like bike guts and stuff. I've been buying like all sorts of dumb shit. Like we don't have a hose, obviously, in this apartment. So I found that you can like get like an adapter. Oh, I've already been here.
I was like, what the heck? Hey, Pico, run through it again. No, kidding.
Yeah, I don't have a hose, so I like bought this like sink adapter. That's been fun, only mildly catastrophic. There was a moment where I like turned off the nozzle to like the hose that I attached to it.
Yeah.
And it started to build up a lot of pressure whenever I took it off like the sink spout. It did just like
oh my god.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
There was one time in my youth when I was in my youth. What am I, like 87? Why did I say it like that? Ew.
I
sorry.
think we can start saying it. We're what 20.
I am 27 currently. Yes.
I'm 26. Still in my 2060s.
2060s. Where I was at the kitchen sink in my mother's house, and was running the faucet, and there, you know, it was like one of those faucet heads where it has like the button on it to change like the flow type or whatever. And so I hit the button, and the whole entire faucet head like popped off, and it just sprayed me in the face. And for like a solid like 10 seconds, my dumbass was like trying to hold my hand over it to block it, and I was like, "Oh, dipshit, just turn off the faucet, and then it'll stop." And the kitchen got soaked. It sprayed the opposite wall. There was water everywhere, all over me. Yeah, I made a mess of things.
My brother did something like this when we were kids at our neighbor's house.
Oh no!
It was awesome. Just freaked out, screaming.
Oh,
Neighbor's
screaming!
Mom comes in.
Yeah. I don't remember screaming. I probably made some sort of strangled sound of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think afterwards, because my mom was in the bathroom, which was like right around the corner, and she walked out and she was like, "What the heck are you doing in here?" I was like, "The sink fell off." But yeah, one of the other topics I wanted to bring up was, have we ever talked about our music taste?
Our music taste. I've struggled to define my music taste, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
do you like rotate through specific genres, or?
I spend most of my time in jazz. That's like the one that comes back most often on the Spotify recap thing.
Yeah.
I love pop music, and I love rap. And I don't know. There's like some weird Spotify specific genre things that'll pop up too, where it's like, you love hyper pop. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I do.
I think that makes sense, yeah. Well, didn't you look into it more at one point? Or I feel like I remember you telling me about this.
I feel like whenever I looked into it, it gave me examples.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I like those.
Is Brat by Charlie XCX considered hyperpop?
Yeah, Charlie XCX is, I think, hyperpop in general.
Okay.
But I gotta be honest, if we're gonna talk about some of our music hot takes, Charlie XCX has been on a steady decline ever since her self-titled album in 2019.
Was that the one that had Gone?
Yes.
Okay, because I really like that song.
Oh yeah, the whole album is great, front to back. And then How I'm Doing Now, the Pandemic album, short, solid.
Okay.
What was after that? Crash was after that. And,
Crash. Okay.
That one was like, I think I listened to it once and I was just like, man, this is not it. And then Brat, I think after that.
Okay.
Brat is like fine. I might like it more than Crash. I don't really know though. It wasn't as much for me. The reason I like Charlie doesn't seem to be the reason that other people like Charlie currently.
Okay.
So
what's the difference then?
I felt like
between other people and you.
I felt like her production for the self-titled album specifically was like very experimental.
Yeah.
It felt like such a strange take on a pop album, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I think this is a side quest. Why did I do this?
Just following the level wherever it takes you, I guess.
Following the level where it takes me.
Yeah. Your wife also really enjoyed Brat when it came out. I mean, I assume she still does.
Everybody was down for the Brat Summer when that came out.
Yeah. I understand like the enjoyment and like Brat Summer stuff. My personal taste, like I'm not saying that it's like bad by any means. It just, in terms of like my personal taste, it didn't speak to me as much. I found it like a lot of the songs like repetitive, but not in a way that I like songs to be repetitive. But I did listen to an analysis on it, like an in-depth analysis on it, and unfortunately I don't remember the title of the video or like who even made it, but they were basically like, oh yeah, Brat is supposed to be like they were talking about how it seems so maybe like shallow or simplistic because something late stage capitalism, something selling you a feeling instead of selling you like, I don't know, anything else. I don't know. It was really interesting and really well done. And I like the discussion, but I can't recommend it because I don't know what it was.
I loved it. Great.
Yeah.
No idea who did it.
Yeah. I'm sure if you looked up like Brat analysis, you would be able to find it just fine. Oh geez, I'm trying to think of who I have a tendency to like, I think we're kind of similar in that we both like a wide variety of things in music. And I tend to like absorb the music taste of whoever I'm closest to at the time. So like I remember you had a phase
that is so weird for your contrarian personality.
I know, right? Like with everything else, but with music I'll just be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But like you had a phase where you were listening to like Clarence Clarity a lot. And I latched onto that and really enjoyed it. And like Sage, my husband, is big into like metalcore, and I don't know if he would probably say that I'm using the wrong term if I said screamo, but like, you know, like heavier like rock music. And so, you know, we're married, I live with him, so I like listen to that a lot. Big into Spirit Box. Spirit Box is probably my favorite.
Wait, is that a person? Spirit
Box is a band.
Oh, okay, yeah. It almost sounded like a genre.
Oh, no. Spirit Box is metalcore, and I really like their vocalist, Courtney. She does both like singing and screaming. And typically, until I heard Spirit Box, I wasn't big into like screaming in music. I just didn't like the sound, but maybe this is like, in a way, like misandrist or like sexist to me or something, but when a woman does it, I'm like, oh, I get it. This fucks. Okay.
Yeah.
So I really like Courtney's like style of screaming.
I'm also like you then. Maybe I need to find the right screamo, or whatever.
Yeah.
The screaming has always been a bit of a turn off for me. I think of the Attack on Titan final season intro.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, it's like I like the rest of it a lot, but then it's like this person comes on and screams, and I'm like, bro, we're not at that level right now.
Yeah. No, it can be off-putting if it's not, what you're wanting, or if it's not expected. But like I said, I like Courtney's brand of screaming, and then that sort of like, and then once I got used to her style, I became more accepting of like other styles, and was like, actually, I can appreciate this as an art form. This is fine. So I also listen to like Dance Gavin Dance, which I think is it Swancore? I don't know.
Swancore, all right.
They have some fans that can be like a little touchy about that, or like maybe a little elitist, and I don't participate in that, so I don't know.
I gotta be honest, fans.
Yeah. Like music fans specifically, or fans in general?
No, just fandoms. The whole fandom, we've talked about this multiple times, but like the fandom argument has never been applicable to me, because I'm just like, oh, okay. Like this, it's like, My Hero Academia, it's fine, but the fan base is fucking weird. It's like, okay, that doesn't apply to me, like, at all.
Right.
Because I'm not going to look up what anyone thinks about this at any point in my life. So
yeah, you don't have to like immerse yourself. You can enjoy a thing and not immerse yourself in any of that at all. Like that's kind of like
My Hero
a you problem.
I know it is, but like I feel like My Hero Academia and Undertale specifically,
and Steven Universe.
Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Are just like things where I like, if I try to bring it up to someone, it's like, hey, have you played this? Whatever. And it's just like the fan base is always the first thing that's brought up. I'm like, is everybody just like spending all their time like listening to, like, is that how you decide to get into something? The fan base? I don't even know how you find these people.
Yeah, it should probably be the opposite, right? I mean,
yeah, it's like you play it and then you're like, okay, everyone's weird.
Yeah. And like we said, no one is like holding a gun to your head and saying you have to, if you play this, you have to talk to the fans at least 5 times or else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like it's possible for 2 people to like the same thing, and for those people to be different people and disagree about things. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some people use fandom as like a way to say, I don't know, to manage like boundaries for other things, and I don't think you should be doing that.
Yeah. There's some things that when I was into Berserk, I think is a perfect example.
Oh yeah.
Where I was into it, I was kind of like pulling almost my own meaning, my own like deeper like emotional like stuff from it.
Yeah.
And then I hop online and it's like, I don't really interpret this the way that everyone seems to be interpreting it.
Like which way do you mean? I'm curious.
Specifically like certain characters like morality. I don't really feel the same way that you guys seem to be reading this character. Griffith specifically.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one that I was gonna guess.
Which I don't know. Yeah, it's like it's like I kind of got bored with like, because I was very excited to be like, oh yeah, what's all this? Let's like, because as I was going through it, I'm like, yeah, I want to like hear what other people have to say about this. Maybe there's like a fun, deeper meaning. And then I just was like, okay, I'm getting a little bored with everyone's like basic takes. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it kind of like maybe a little circle jerky as well? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get too deep into it, but it didn't get as deep and emotional as like I was starting to like pull things from it. I don't know.
Oh,
I might reread it at some point. It's hard. Because it's hard because I know it ends in an incomplete way. I say it ends, it's still going, but like, with the main guy's death.
Yeah.
And it's just like I can't remove myself from knowing that he died at this point. in the story.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really like,
because like you
Even
said,
if
it's like that thing that's always going to be in the back of your mind of like, is this what he would have done?
I know, it's like I'm literally looking for things like this doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
And I do feel like I genuinely felt was like, this doesn't feel exactly the same. And there's like certain things that feel off.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard. I kind of like the painful way that it was ended when it ended with his authored ship of the thing.
Yeah.
Like where it ended in the story. There was something that was like very bittersweet about that moment in the story that I felt almost worked. As like, I mean, worked in the sense of someone died and couldn't complete it, but I don't know. There's something really sad about where it ended and the circumstance surrounding it. So it was like,
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to like develop a sense of, I guess, media literacy, or like I guess like the ability to analyze stories, because I like to analyze things from a standpoint of I want to learn, you know, what works in storytelling so that I can apply it to like my own work. But I've seen like the whole like, well, in spaces like Tumblr, the whole I would say Tumblr has grown increasingly like pro media literacy, which I would say is good. Like it's good to be able to analyze things and understand like the rhetoric and like the points it's trying to make, right? But it's also like, and I feel like this is something that's going to happen no matter what. Like it's kind of unavoidable and just part of being in, you know, a community of any kind. But people have like latched onto the term media literacy. And so if you disagree with someone's take on something, they're like, oh, well, you just don't have media literacy. And it's like, no, you don't have media literacy.
Yeah.
So it's just been kind of like co-opted to use in fandom slap fighting, which kind of sucks. But like I said, I think it's kind of unavoidable. But the color palette here is so beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
And we were just talking about music. I forgot to mention that Lana Rain?
Lana Del Rey?
The creator of the Celeste soundtrack.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know who that is, unfortunately.
I think it's Leanne Rain. This is one of those situations where you only read it and you never actually think about how it's pronounced.
Oh, right. Wait, yeah. Did they also do music for Minecraft?
They did. They did the Nether update stuff, and then maybe some other stuff after that. Okay.
I think they might have done my favorite Minecraft soundtrack, which is... Oh. I think it might be Deep, or is it Deep Down? I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
They got a fun flavor going. They got a fun little style they're cooking.
For sure.
They've done a handful of other game soundtracks as well, and I've been interested in them for that reason. Like the music is bringing me into this. So
yeah. Oh, I didn't know you could hit that and live.
Oh yeah, if you hit the top of it, you skim off, it counts.
Oh, okay.
It's a little boost. Resets your dash. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe that's somewhat of a requirement in some of the B-side and C-side levels. That sounds like some bullshit they'd be utilizing.
Uh-huh.
I love, this is like a perfect example. This whole world is like one of my favorite examples of like taking an idea, building it in a certain direction, and then giving you this like cathartic run at the very end. So it like starts with like wind blowing in one way, and then you get like really strong wind blowing in the other way, and then it ends with like this gust of wind that's pushing you forward. Yeah. It's very fun. We don't need to see this tender moment.
Yeah, I forgot that guy's name.
Tio.
I remember doing corny voiceover readings for him with I think Nick.
Nick?
Who might have done that with Nick, or was it Cody?
It was Nick, both. I think. Nick does good Madeline.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, this one.
Yeah.
I love this little soundtrack. Oh. So sad.
It's kind of sad, yeah.
This is like a slight like puzzly section. I'm gonna see how much I remember it.
Okay.
You know, kind of like Metroidvania-ing your way around at this first part.
Oh, jeez.
Do I gotta do this? I don't think I gotta do this. I gotta be completely honest with you. I think there's like a secret if I go this way. Never mind.
Do you and Claire ever like hear like a sound bite in like a funny video and latch onto it and just say it throughout your normal conversations?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, just checking. What you got? You got anything recent?
I can't think of anything. It's so contextual.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of have to have like a specific scenario that feels right. Well, the reason why I brought it up is because Sage and I fairly recently, I don't remember how we even heard the clip, but it's RuPaul from obviously RuPaul's Drag Race. And actually no, I think it's another drag queen, goodness, Trixie Mattel quoting RuPaul and saying, "That's stupid. You should kill yourself." So we've been saying that to each other for like a few weeks now.
Are you guys on the reality TV show at any point?
Oh no, we don't really. Sage has been watching Breaking Bad again.
Oh my god, I want to. Man. Yeah. I keep getting Better Call Saul, like AMC clips.
Yeah.
And I am like, that show is so fucking good. But I experienced it in kind of a disjointed way because I watched it as it came out towards the end of the season. Well, not like as it came out, but as the seasons came out. And that is like my least favorite way to experience anything, I think.
Do you like to binge or?
Oh, I definitely like to binge, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually retain the plot points better that way.
Gotcha. Oh, nice. Yeah, Sage is the one who mainly watches TV. I don't. I would say I spend more time reading, probably.
I do better things with my time.
No, that's not what I meant. But yeah, Sage finished Andor, and he's watching Breaking Bad, which means I am also sort of passively getting snippets of Breaking Bad. I feel like every time I look at the TV when Breaking Bad is on, it's just Walter White walking around somewhere with or without a stupid hat, and his mouth is hanging open.
You can't be judging Bryan Cranston based on this. One of the most legendary performances.
No, I know. I'm not saying his performance is bad. It's just every time I look up, Walter White's mouth is hanging open.
His mouth agape.
He's just dad breathing everywhere, I guess. I don't know.
Sage had a weird take that he hates Walter Jr. And I was like, what the? I don't know if
I don't know. I don't know enough about. All I know is that I'm a Skylar defender.
I agree. Yeah, Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like minor spoilers, I guess. We're gonna talk about the show in a general sense.
Yeah. Nice.
There's something.
I was gonna say, what you looking for, bud? Okay.
Where is it? There it is. Yeah, Skylar, it's like I felt like her actions were. Everyone's like, oh man, everything would be totally fine if his wife didn't get in the fucking way. It's like, what are you talking about? She's supposed to be the audience. Well, no, we are supposed to kind of like root for Walt in some ways because he's the person whose eyes we're experiencing it through. But it's like, we're supposed to look back and be like, yeah, this is all really fucked up, Walt.
Well, yeah, and I think the gist that Sage gave me was that when you think about it, and not from Walt's perspective, Skylar's reactions are perfectly like normal and understandable. Like, she is the sane one here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit dumb to be like, oh, this bitch. ruining things or being whatever. Yeah, that's dumb, I think.
I might have to rewatch Breaking Bad. Specifically so I can then turn around and rewatch Better Call Saul.
Right.
Which, after watching it, I was like, I think this is even better.
Oh, Better Call Saul is?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really well done. It starts out very slow, but in a way that I think works. Those like first, I don't know, like 3 seasons where it's like really focusing on like the lawyer side of all this shit. It's like a lawyer drama.
Yeah.
It's great.
Who's this little tentacle?
Blob man?
Blob man.
There's probably a deeper meaning there that I'm not really thinking of.
Perhaps. No. Yeah.
No cutscenes here.
Get that out of here.
Get that shit out of here. How am I doing on time? 20 minutes? I don't think I'm beating
less
the game in
than
20
an hour.
minutes.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on old Pico 8.
This is so specific. This soundtrack right now reminds me of the plague-infested area of Omega in Mass Effect 2.
Ooh, it does got a little Mass Effect. I think it's the percussion.
Yeah. God, I love Mass Effect.
I love Mass Effect too. We should play Mass Effect.
We should play Mass Effect. Do you like one or two more? Like which one?
I mean, I really like both of them.
Yeah, that's my
for
problem
their own
too.
reasons.
Yeah.
Like, one is a vibe, and it also is the most nostalgic for me because that's like something I remember like watching my older neighbor play.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So I would like see snippets of it and be like, this is what adult gaming looks like.
Yeah, filling a tank with fish and then they all die when you forget to feed them. I don't know if you ever did that.
I never did that.
Okay, well that's the thing
but
in Mass Effect 2.
It sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, no, that happened. Also, I mean, you can get, I think there's an automatic feeder that's like 40,000 credits or something stupid. I don't remember, but... Oh, and a space hamster, you can get a space hamster too.
Oh, I do feel like I remember Space Hamster.
Yeah. I think the last time I played Mass Effect 1, I accidentally locked myself into the Caden romance.
Yeah, you remember.
It's not like
I remember that.
It's not like it tells you when that's about to happen. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, suddenly he's like trying to kiss me and then he's in my room like, you want a bone? And I'm like, get out of here. No. And I can't tell him no. I can't tell him to get lost. I didn't want to cheat on Garrus. I feel like any girlies
Garrus?
out there. Yeah?
Oh, I think you said Gareth.
Oh, no, Garrus. Okay. Yeah, any girlies out there who play Mass Effect, probably not surprised that I'm also a Garrus girly.
Yeah. Girly. Girly is a recent term, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's girly as in adjective, like, oh, that's a girly thing, or girly as in, like, I guess noun.
Noun.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard you use that, and I hear you bust it out often, and I'm like, I think you're the only person in my life who says girly, so I assume it's a Tumblr term.
It is a Tumblr thing, yeah. Well, it might be other places, but that's where I was exposed to it, and where I picked it up from, for sure. Oh, I thought he was gonna get you. Oh. Is that a little eyeball bat? What is that? A Keese from Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, Keese. Oh, I played that expertly. Expertly.
Yeah. I said yeah as if I knew what expertly would look like in that segment.
In this scenario.
Yeah. Speaking of Zelda, what Zelda games have you played?
I've only played like 2. I don't think I've completed a Zelda game in my entire life. I played a lot of Breath of the Wild. Played a lot of. Oh, if you listen closely to the soundtrack, you'll hear some words.
Oh, creepy.
They're playing in reverse. I can't remember exactly what they're saying, but I don't know. Easter egg? Not Easter egg. Song Easter egg? It's pretty blatant, but I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
All right, now how do I get to this other section?
Oh.
Not that way.
You got. Yeah, I think the only Zelda game I beat was Skyward Sword. When I was a child.
I always assumed you were a big Zelda fan because I want everyone to know in high school.
Oh God.
Stock Morgan attire was this green Triforce shirt. That's like if I'm picturing you as a high schooler, I'm picturing you in that shirt.
No, yeah, skinny jeans, Converse, and that Zelda shirt for sure.
Did you have like green Converse?
No, well, I had kind of like a turquoise green. It was like a blue green kind of a color. I think I had a black. I think I might have had a red pair and a hot pink pair. I had a decent number of pairs of Converse because that was the thing then.
Yeah,
that was the hipster.
In high school, we were into poor foot health.
Yeah. Probably collapsed my arches and it would chew up the back of my ankles real bad too when you get a new pair and have to break them in. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, I was very bad at like I tried to get back into Converse and it just like it made my toe bleed.
Yeah, they're not great for your feet. I mean, I don't wear them anymore.
I think it's mostly the shoebox. Like I could deal with the flat foot thing. Most of my shoes are intentionally flat because arch support bothers me.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's sort of like the toe box, like most shoes, where it has like that sort of brings in. They're most. I mean, if you look at like how most shoes are made, they are like bunion machines. It's like, why did we design them like this? Why can't we just have ugly clown shoes that are actually
Kingdom Hearts
foot-shaped?
Sora shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these days I stick to like tennis shoes like Nikes or but for my like fashionable shoes I wear Vans.
Well, I'm on like I'm like a foot shoe fucking like health hipster right now for whatever reason.
Dr.
So
Scholl's?
if you're interested in the shoes that I'm wearing,
right,
there's 2 brands that I'm shopping with.
Okay.
Or 3 brands kind of. Birkenstocks, they got the nice toe-shaped toe box. Very nice.
Okay.
But they have somewhat intense arch support. But there's another brand that I've discovered called Lems. Their shoes are not, I would say, as high quality as Birkenstocks, but they are flat, so no arch support, which is exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And they have a nice wide toe box. So all the things I'm hungry for. They got a lot of boots. They got
toe
some,
box,
like,
nom nom nom.
Yeah. They got I don't know. They're like a Colorado-based shoe company, so it's kind of outdoor focused.
Gotcha.
It's good stuff.
Now, when we say Birkenstocks, are we talking about the BC Jesus sandal looking things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's like the brand, but yeah, they make other shoes.
Right. I assumed so. I was just wanting to make sure I had the correct brand in mind.
I understand. Hey, me? I understand.
You understand?
Me?
Oh, you have to make him run into the things to break them. I see. That's so interesting. Okay. Tricked his ass. Oh, eyeballs.
So this is a fun section. We got Theo.
Dang, girl, you can lift. All right, you got this. Yeah, I feel like I remember a lot of girls in our high school wearing Birkenstocks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They're mad comfortable.
Yeah, they always looked pretty comfortable.
Like, I don't know, I just love having my dogs out in the summer.
Yeah.
You know? It's my favorite thing.
makes sense.
Whoop. So any opportunity to do so. I'm all
Yeah,
about it. I basically don't
let
wear
them
socks in the
dogs
summer. Yeah.
Breathe. Yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah, that Zelda shirt that I used to wear all the time, was part of why Sage approached
Married
me
me.
ever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah, in the grand scheme of things,
in the grand
yes.
scheme of things, yes. He was like, I don't know, you seemed cool or like chill, and then you had a Zelda shirt that you wore all the time, so I knew that you probably liked video games, and I liked video games, so that was good enough.
Oh, he comes up to you and he's like, "Oh, is that what that means?"
Yeah, no, it was well, so you and Claire met in high school because you rode the same bus, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you meet your wife, everybody.
Yeah.
Ride
on the school bus.
Just pure circumstantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it though? It kind of is. Like, no matter what.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we've ever given the lore of like how we met our spouses, but oh, that's Theo in the crystal. I didn't realize.
You didn't see that
until just now. No.
No, that's why it's precious to us.
But yeah, I had Sage and I were we were in different choirs, but we were both in choir. So I had first met him backstage at a choir concert.
Ooh,
and like,
backstage. What else got on?
What
else was happening backstage at a choir concert?
We had 2 concerts in one day, and there was like some downtime between. So that was when everyone would go like grab food.
Yep.
That was close. Oh my god. So I was eating McDonald's. And then he came and sat at our table because he knew someone else that I was sitting with. And talked to us for a bit, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in love. Okay."
That's how it goes.
Not like that strong, but I was like, I think I could vibe with this person. I think we would get along
marry
really
this
well.
person.
Yeah, I think not to be dramatic. And then like later on, it was his senior year, and at one point I just got like a text out of the blue from one of our mutual friends that was like, "Hey, Sage wants to take you to prom," and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like,
I've never been to prom before.
Yeah. But yeah, that was crazy. And now here we are. Yep. Oh, Theo was bouncing.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of other things that happen between now and then, but that's the start.
Oh. Yep. Oh god.
Oh jeez.
Getting a little dicey. Getting a little.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This
is intense. Oh my god. That was impressive.
Getting a little. Oh shit.
Oh. Please.
Tried to throw Theo to safety.
Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Yeah, sorry, now is not probably the optimal time to be trying to have a serious conversation about anything, huh?
I don't know. I'm putting in about as much thought into right now as I do to most things.
Okay. Should I be concerned about that?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, that's close. Oh, I don't like this effect. That kind of hurts my eyeballs. Oh. What's happening? Ah. Oh.
I saved him, that's what's happening.
Okay.
I love this little piano, this little sting.
Kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, it does.
That's cute.
Breath of the Wild.
That's cute art.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild's sort of like piano little diddles that happen. I'm saying diddle quite a bit. Real touching. Very atmospheric. This is kind of a hot take, and you can't really elaborate much on this because you have not finished either, but I think I have not finished either, so fuck me, I guess. But I kind of prefer Breath of the Wild for its, like, in my opinion, sort of thematic consistency with sort of the game and the gameplay mechanics. Everything is kind of desolate. The vibes really work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in Tears of the Kingdom, things are a bit more populated.
Yeah.
Or are meant to be.
Yep.
I don't know. There's something about it. It's also probably some sort of recency, or just like Breath of the Wild was the one I played first and they're very similar games, so it's more impressive. Yada yada.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you prefer the vibes of Breath of the Wild over Tears of the Kingdom then?
I think so. Yeah. And for that reason, I'm like, better game. Maybe not though.
Yeah. No, I listened to a video. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I've only played Breath of the Wild, so this is probably a dumb thing for me to waste my time on. But a video of someone critiquing, or I guess like venting and complaining about Tears of the Kingdom, and saying that they felt like it was a dip in quality from Breath of the Wild, which I thought was interesting because I don't know. That just seems like a hot take of some
kind. It is.
kind.
I think most people are like, yeah, just this is the better game, and it's like fun. I think from like a gameplay perspective, it's a little more fun, but
yeah,
from like a whole package sort of thing, like
yeah,
making me feel something.
Right. Well, and they were like complaining about how some of the placements of like the items like armor and like other collectibles, like lore-wise, didn't make much sense, or were kind of disappointing, or I don't know. Or like some locations that they both games shared, there was like a downgrade in Tears of the Kingdom or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is probably me flexing my contrarianism a little bit, but it was really hard for me I just can't get into Breath of the Wild. I don't know why. It's just something about the gameplay loop.
It's a drastic departure from traditional Zelda.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people get turned off by the tools breaking and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like the game is built around that pretty well, but
right.
I kind of get it on like a principle level, like some people not really liking it.
Well, and it's like, I don't mind the exploration. I just, and like I guess it's probably more about preparation in addition to exploration.
Yeah, you're kind of like Bear Grylls out there.
Right. Where I don't know, maybe it has something to do with like, I am a perfectionist, and so it's hard for me to accept when things break. Or like, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a Minecraft type thing. Yeah?
Where it's like, yeah, I'm trying to survive, and it's like I have, I don't know, this tool, and this tool will break, and I have to find another tool. I have to like use my brain. I can't use this tool to solve everything. I can use it to solve a certain number of things. Right. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, because like I like Minecraft. And I don't mind that aspect of Minecraft, so it's like, so why don't I like it in Breath of the Wild? I don't know. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is that departure from. Yeah. It's just sure. It might not be what people are expecting from like a Nintendo game or something. Yeah. And also, like, I think like I'm not saying that the melancholy atmosphere is like bad or was like a wrong choice, even just like from a personal standpoint. Oh my god, it puts me to sleep. Oh, yeah. Like the piano and like the soft, quiet sound design at times, it makes me so goddamn sleepy. And Mass Effect does the same thing to me to a certain extent. I have fallen asleep I've fallen asleep in Skyrim pause menus, I've fallen asleep in Mass Effect pause menus. Maybe that's why. Yeah. You associate it with, like, it happens once and then it's like becomes the association. The sleepy game. Mm-hmm. I have that with Lego games. Oh, okay. Where it's like, for some reason, they put me right to fucking asleep every time I try to play one. Is it like childhood safety or like comfort or something, or is it? I don't know. Like Claire and me have tried to play Lego Harry Potter at one point. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like falling asleep on the couch. Oh my god. Can't do it. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I think there was some other Lego game I tried to play. Oh, what was the one that Zach wanted us to play? Batman. Lego Batman. Yeah, was it Lego Batman? Asleep. Yep.
I got decently into that one, I think.
I think that I realized that Lego is really just fan service for people who like understand the.
Because they don't talk.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell's happening?
I was like, I don't know anything about Batman.
Yeah. I guess what I know from Batman is from the movies that I've seen, and I would just like to say that is it the 80s or the 90s? I don't know. The Tim Burton Batmans, the set design, fucks severely. That's all I have to
severely.
say. Yeah. Like an animal. No.
Just keep going with the adjectives.
Yeah.
Can I squeeze through this? I should just give up.
Yeah, maybe.
This is the speedrunner hole, basically. Nah, I'm not good enough for this. I don't know if because if you hold down, you get like slim. Like this. Boop. I don't know if that makes your hitbox smaller or not.
Yeah. Hey, what's your wife up to right now?
She's hanging out with Cora.
Okay, because I have a missed call from her, and I think possibly a voicemail that she left.
Oh.
What you doing?
I'm just okay. I don't have a call from you, so it's probably some bullshit, right? Is it?
What, some bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, let me pull it up, I guess.
She knows you're recording with me, so this is not.
Oh, she does?
She's probably begging for something to be mentioned on the show.
What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me just read you what my voicemail, voice to text says that she said, because it makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And we need you to help with this Coraline. There's no way she is playing ultimate frisbee in dresses at high school, so yep, just give me a ring back. What?
Oh.
Do you know?
No.
Does that make any sense?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
We're about to get to my favorite song.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love the Hey Yas.
Oh, Crazy Hair. Oh, that reminds me. This is such a random thing to... Sorry, I'm going to be talking over your favorite song. This song is really good. Okay. So I bought a book about Japanese horror stories with cultural commentary. And it's by... I think it's by Kyoto Ko. Who is like a content creator on YouTube. So look him up if you're interested. Anyway. Mm-hmm. So in the book, some of the cultural commentary is about the nine-tailed fox, which is called the QB. You know, like Naruto.
Yeah.
So I just want to give you some characteristics of the QB that I thought were really interesting. Or sorry, QB. I think it's QB, not just QB. Yeah. Okay. So, long ago, when the world was nothing but a mud pool, an enchanted fox emerged out of the high concentration of gloom. It grew immortal through time, and its fur turned golden. Its tail split 9 ways, and the creature came to be called QB. QB was known to transform into extraordinarily beautiful women, seduce kings, and manipulate them however it liked. So I read that and I was like, wait a fucking second. Are you telling me that sexy jutsu is based on like the QB lore, like the Nine-Tailed Fox lore? That's hilarious.
That's why this, like, how old is Naruto? This 9-year-old boy knows how to turn into sexy women.
Or like 12 at most.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, oh, there's like a possibly cultural reason for this. Besides, isn't it funny to be horny? So I thought that was interesting.
I just really loved, there was a moment where you were just like kind of like in your sort of reading voice, you know, very presenterly. Yeah. Just kind of reading the this excerpt about this fox. Contrasted with the intense boss battle.
Yeah.
I love this boss battle so much. Oh, it's so good. It's how you do a platforming boss battle. You're fucking flying around, you're beating the shit out of this lady with jumps. Oh,
Is
it's
this
so
the
good.
final boss?
It's like, I mean, it's like a boss.
Yeah.
It doesn't really end on a boss. It just ends on intense platforming. But this is like, I don't know, a boss. We haven't played a Nintendo game yet, Morgan. We have one planned.
Yeah.
But it's not really like a proper Nintendo game.
Wait,
know?
which one?
Pokemon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but that's like Game Freak. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fuck.
I texted your wife and said, "Did you mean to call me?" And she said, "Yeah, I wanted to see if you would pick up during the podcast." So.
She loves to work her way onto the pie. She saw that I didn't talk about her enough on that pie chart, and she was like,
yeah.
I gotta weasel my way into the show more
Right.
often.
Yeah, I like the visual effects that are going along with like every time you deal damage.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then we get that remix. We get that fucking remix going. The phase 2. We get that phase 2 remix of the boss fight. Yeah. Morgan,
Yes.
I just want you to know, I sacrificed a lot for this show, and I realized I didn't need to do this because you know, when we record the podcast, there's obviously no backing track, there's no music, there's no game, kind of like filling in the background noise. So I like to turn off the AC. I'm fucking dying right now.
Oh no.
I am.
Do you need to go turn it
mostly
on?
Sweat.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. We did a 6K this morning.
A 6K. Good grief.
We did not run it. I ran it last year, and
yeah.
I don't know.
Nearly
Like, I got
died?
some knee pain, so I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
That's the best way to deal with knee pain, is to not do anything. No stretches, no nothing. I'm helping it. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a big part of me that's like, I should run it with no training. Fuck yeah. But yeah, we got hot doing that. Then I spent all day in the basement, like, or not the basement, like the first floor, just like messing with bike shit. Got hot doing that. Got all hot and frustrated as I'm like tweaking brake levers and shit. I'm like, why is this fucking thing working? Which is absolutely how I work on things.
Yeah.
I curse a lot whenever I'm troubleshooting. I think I'm ready for adulthood. Or
What?
parenthood with this level of cursing, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, son, help me with the car. And I'm doing something very simple. And I'm just like, why the motherfucker is this not working? You better not be repeating any of this. Oh, fucking hand me the goddamn screwdriver.
Yeah, I since I was born a girl, I never got roped into such the you know, car fixins and the, I don't know, quote unquote masculine activities.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be clear, I'm talking about fixing my computer mainly. That's probably the main
okay.
example.
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum. Wow. 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 I didn't time that very well.
I mean, on my end, it sounded fine.
Oh, that's probably because it was delayed. Perfect.
Oh.
All right. This is the final
Fake fan
level.
spotted? You didn't get the timing right? This is the final level?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's mountain time.
Jeez, flashbang out. That's so bright. I'm like in a cave right now in my office.
Working environments. How do you feel about light?
Helps keep me
Awake.
helps keep me from get too sleepy.
Yeah, I agree. Big agree. I honestly want anything that is upstairs or like ground level to be basically as bright as possible.
Yeah.
And if it's in the basement, I want it to be dim, moody, controlled.
Yeah.
You know, I want to have that warm lighting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be warm lighting. Cool lighting starts to make me angry after a while. Or
Cool lighting is
it wears
daytime.
me out.
That's daytime.
Oh, is it? No, I guess I'm talking about like computer screens.
Oh, yeah.
Or
cool.
blue light. Blue light is what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I do mean blue light. I mean, like, daytime is blue light.
Oh. Oh, no.
I think the reason they say blue light messes with you is because, I mean, I think we get sleepy with tungsten light, which is orange light, because that's like fire, I think. And blue light, daylight, keeps us awake. So I think the blue light blockers are meant to be like, okay, I'm on my phone or I'm on my computer.
Oh.
At night, it helps me sleep.
At nighttime? Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to say Grug light, dangerous fire, optimal time for Grug to go sleep.
Optimal time.
Yeah.
Grug go sleepy.
Grug, yeah.
No daylight.
But yeah, all of my like apps and stuff, if I can set it to dark mode, I will do that. I will avoid the harsh white backgrounds of things.
It depends what room I'm in. If I'm in like a bright room, I don't mind it being light, but yeah, generally dark. We keep our office dark at work, and I hate it. Just because I just like, can I not want to kill myself?
Yeah, I've worked in some very cave-like environments where like there were an office I worked in once upon a time had no windows, and it was really depressing in the wintertime because you get to work and it's basically dark. You're in artificial light all day, and then you leave work and it's dark, and it's like, I need to see the sun or I'm gonna go crazy.
Literally. Yeah.
Yes, literally.
We do be kind of meant to be seeing the sun.
Yeah, I do get that seasonal affective disorder a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly, I think by January, I'm starting to feel a little unhinged.
Yeah. The exercise regimen changes in the winter.
Yeah.
And because I can't go outside. Like right now, I'm in the phase where it's like it's nice outside, so I kind of like stop working out and only do like cardio.
Yeah.
But during the winter when I can't go outside, it's like, okay, I guess I'll just work out. So I enter the spring very buff and winded constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, in the winter it's like, I'll work out, do some weightlifting, and then cry in between sets because I haven't seen the sun.
Yeah. You know what I'm realizing about this game?
What you realizing?
Is it, do you know anything about Jungian psychology? Jungian, sorry. Did I say Jungian? My bad.
Jungian? Like a plebe?
Jungian?
No, I don't know
Jungian?
anything about Jungian psychology.
Okay. So the thing with, well, there's multiple aspects to I guess I'll just say Jungian psychology.
Is he a rapper?
But one, huh?
Never mind.
Oh, he is. He worked with Freud at some point, but I think they had a little bit of a disagreement and didn't work together anymore. But that's like the era that he's from. But some of his stuff or his theories was about how we all have a shadow, which is like the aspects of our personality that it is not, for whatever reason, socially acceptable for us to like fully integrate within our personality and like accept about ourselves. And Battleline seems to be a shadow character. Yeah. So I'm like, oh,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, no, like literally, yeah. He might be. Well, I mean, I know he's not like actually like an element of Sonic that was like taken away from him or whatever, but that might be. I don't know. Does Metal Sonic count? No, probably not. That's more of like an evil clone.
Mm-hmm. I view the Battleline relationship as learning to have a healthier relationship with the part of you that is maybe more anxious or maybe more, I don't know, adverse to doing things that are difficult, and kind of learning to accept that part of yourself makes you a better person and makes you have 2 dashes instead of 1.
Right. Jump, break physics twice in one leap. No, that was exactly the point. Well, aside from the double dash thing, the point of Jungian psychology or doing shadow work of identifying your shadow and then learning how to embrace it or accept it. The point was that if you deny that part of yourself, and don't treat it with grace or acceptance, it's going to that like pressure of keeping it, locked down is going to cause you to lash out in dysfunctional ways. Mm-hmm. Like instead of keeping it under control like you think you're doing, you're leaving more opportunity for it to control you. Yeah. But yeah, I just think that's interesting.
That's representative.
I think he might have been cooking.
Game. Yeah, it's representative of the game.
Yeah, and this game I think is also cooking.
There's like many layers to this game. There's the surface level. I'm climbing mountain. Mountain is hard. And then it's like, I'm playing game. This game hard. And then it's like the Battleline thing. It's like, I'm dealing with myself. That's hard. And then it's like, you get the creator. You throw the creator in. And some of the personal stuff they were growing through. And it's like, I am dealing with that. That is hard. And it's like, oh my fuck, there's so many levels to this bullshit. Yeah.
And it all fits so neatly into this mountain metaphor, too.
Mm-hmm. That's
really cool.
Some cohesion.
Right. No, it's like you were talking about when we were playing Spyro about like all the different elements, like the gameplay, the storytelling, the vibes, that everything all is unified by, this theme or this. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like some people who are like, it's a game, I want to play the game. And it's like, yeah, I get that for some games. And then some people are like, it's a fun story. And like The Last of Us, or like even The Walking Dead. Like I am open to experiencing a lot of games that neglect certain aspects of what games can do. Like neglect gameplay, or neglect the story, or neglect, like, I don't know, the fucking style and the aesthetics. But whenever it like all comes together, it's like, this is like peak gaming.
That's
now.
That's what makes the peak. Yeah. I dig it.
There's some stuff, like I feel like, Ultra Kill. It's like, nope, there's no story. There might actually be a story. I haven't gotten enough. There might be like a deeper thing going on.
I do think there's like some sort of lore, because I do see the Tumblr girlies drawing those robots kissing quite a lot. So.
Oh my god. Why is everything so horny? We have normalized horniness. I think it's Japan's fault.
Well, I think it's probably normalized on Tumblr to a certain extent, because it's so, like, most people, their blogs are anonymous. Like, it's not your like name or face that's tied to this account. You're just, I don't know, going crazy because you can. Sort of thing. Oh.
Yeah. I think I heard Claire come home.
Oh.
You know how you feel like the air pressure change when someone opens the door?
I mean, I think I normally hear the door, but sure, yes.
Yeah. So there might be an interruption here soon.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, I think the last thing we texted is, I said, yeah, I wondered if you were drunk based on the text. And she said, oh yeah, Cora and I thought that you might think that. And I was like, actually, it's probably a good night for that. And she's like, yeah, it is. So I don't know. I don't know if they actually did any drinking or not.
Uh,
Wait. Wait.
well,
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Ooh. Nice.
such an inefficient way to toss me up there, but
Yeah, really. It's alright.
all right. Ruins. Oh wait, no. Golden Ridge. I forgot how long this last level is.
Sometimes the efficiency doesn't matter. Sometimes what matters is that eventually you do go uppy.
Yes.
Oh.
So, Morgan, I
Yeah.
mean, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
have you started The Last of Us?
Oh, my cat just started crying. Come here, baby. No.
That's okay.
I have not. I think I might start it tomorrow. Sage is also, I think, going to watch and or help if I am struggling.
Oh, that sounds fun. It's a good
Yeah.
game to be watching.
Yeah.
I think that we kind of do this naturally, but I'm just calling it out.
Yeah.
Since I am the one who's like more familiar with the game, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to be like, yeah, let's like guide the conversation by, you
Sure.
know. Jeez, how do I do this?
Yeah, it's like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's like I'll write down the notes. I'll try to like
Okay.
steer things, and if you just play it straight up,
Okay.
that's probably ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Oh.
We got like tight windows to work with in June, so I'll make sure that my ducks are in a row.
Yeah.
I did start playing it, but I haven't touched it for a while, which is okay because I know the game.
Yeah,
how it
you
goes,
know
but
what's up.
I would like to not get too far from it without, losing the plot or whatever, losing the sense of pacing.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be a problem. I think, what was it today? There were a couple RPGs. Do you ever like have like a session where it's like, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play a game, and then it's like none of these games are hitting the urge or whatever
yeah.
I'm like looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
So I was like flipping through, I think some like Fallout save files, and hopping into like a Bethesda game save where it's like, I don't even remember the last time I played. It's like, what the fuck is even going on here?
I forgot how complicated this is. Yeah, I agree. It is like weird to think. I have that with Minecraft worlds especially, where it's
Oh
like
yeah, that too.
you hop in and it's like, okay, this was apparently the last thing I was doing, and you're like building some sort of dumb contraption.
Right. It's like, what was this? Or like that one world that we stopped playing, your storage room was sabotaged, and all your garbage was on the ground.
It was Sage.
Was it?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Because I was like,
Wait.
it's Sage, and you're like, it's not Sage. And I'm like, it's Sage. And you're like, it's not Sage. It's Zach. And I was like, it's not Zach, it's Sage.
Wait, did Sage admit to it?
I think so.
I'm gonna have to talk to him about
my
this.
judgment might be a little cloudy. My
Okay.
memory might be a little cloudy right now. It was a dastardly thing to do.
Yeah, I feel like I did ask him about it. He was like, I don't even remember.
I built my whole operation like miles from everybody. I had it
Yeah.
all going. I had my lag
Yeah, you
switch,
had your lag switch, yeah.
which was a gold farm that spawned like a egregious amount of pigmen, and broke the server for anyone else trying to enjoy the game. But very effective. One of the most effective things I've ever made.
Yeah, and what was it? We tried to there was a different map where we made a pig farm, and then we found out that it was only you that could collect the experience because you were the one who placed like certain blocks or whatever. And that's
Really?
fucked up. Yes. Whatever, the last one we made, that was what happened. And I was
Oh,
like,
it's
"That's
because I
lame."
threw the tridents.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it must be that.
yeah. That's
Anyway.
dumb.
See, now I'm speeding through this game because I want to take a shower.
Yeah. Oh, because you're so
I am
gosh
sweaty.
darn sweaty.
We're getting into that season of summer recordings.
Yeah.
The dreaded summer recordings. The reason that I took the hiatus in the first place.
Oh, is that why?
No.
Oh,
But I did conveniently avoid summer.
right.
And the
right.
rest of the year, but summer specifically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
guess what I guess if you don't mind me asking, what makes you want to keep doing the podcast so bad?
I don't know, this is kind of fun.
It's boring and we hate it. Glutton for punishment.
It's kind of fun is the only reason I got.
No, that's fair.
I think it also helps that people were enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wrong. My diagonal inputs are all messed up. I played the game with an analog stick, which is not like how a lot of people engage with
Oh, do you do directional buttons?
2D platformers. Yeah, most people do directional buttons, but not me. Not I.
Yeah, I guess speaking of so on our podcast hiatus, did you do any soul searching, would you say?
For the
And
podcast or for me?
Oh, either or. And did you come into any specific conclusions about anything? If you want to share.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really know. Do you have an example?
Oh. No. like for specifically the podcast or like something else in my life?
I don't know.
Oh shit. I don't know either. Damn.
I'm trying to think. I mean, like, I just kind of, I don't know. Am I a
Or I guess maybe-
perfectionist?
Oh yeah.
Do I hate that I missed? And then that deeply bothers me, so I quit? Things get hard,
Yeah.
so I give up?
Yeah.
Celeste is a mountain that you have to climb?
Yeah, right? I
I think that I honestly thought that by like pausing, I would have more time to play games, and then I didn't play anything.
you didn't play games.
No, I didn't play anything. I was also kind of sick of games. That was also part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for a strawberry. I don't need to do this bullshit.
Oh. Was it because just like a time sink?
I don't know what was bothering me. So
Okay.
I think I know that I wanted to like focus on career development, specifically changing careers.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't actually want to change careers.
Oh.
Not because I didn't like. Well, yeah, it was because I didn't like where I was changing. I was like, oh, this isn't fun. Why am I putting so much time into this? Money?
Yeah.
Career?
Well.
Valid
Yeah.
reasons.
Right.
Perfectly valid
Excuse me.
reasons. But then I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. How much money does one person need?
Enough to have their needs met and have some extra in case of an emergency, I suppose.
I'm doing so fine.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm doing like so fine. Like not that like okay. I mean, here's the thing. If you gave me more money, I would actually know exactly what to do with it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like I don't need more money.
Yeah.
And it is kind of nice to not feel like it's not like we make a lot. We really don't. But it's like we use it in a certain way, and we live with certain means, and we took care of a lot of financial obligations.
Right.
So it's like I don't fucking really care that much.
Yeah, you made it work,
Like
I guess.
yeah, and it's like I don't live with this fear of being fired. Like we put ourselves in a position where we only need one person's income.
Right.
To like survive, and we put ourselves in a position where we don't need either person's income to survive for multiple months.
Right.
So it's I don't know. It's just nice to not be like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like at work, it makes life a lot less stressful. Like work life specifically.
Yeah, I think during the time on our hiatus maybe, and like when you were feeling burnout, I was also experiencing something really similar that I hadn't like really reflected on until just now. But it was like, okay, so you were dealing with the stress of like contemplating switching careers. I don't know if you were trying to switch careers for similar reasons. I had like some projects at work that were really stressing me out for very valid reasons. And I think I was using this idea of switching careers as like a coping mechanism. Like fantasizing about being able to do something different and to not have the same stressors that I was dealing with at the time was like, that was like, I don't know. Yeah, and it's like I didn't actually put any action towards like making the career change, which I suppose you kind of did by like trying to learn. Well, I mean, I guess I did some things, but yeah, I don't know. I think that sometimes I was leaning on that like daydreaming or like fantasizing sort of thing to regulate emotionally instead of I don't know, doing something more productive.
I get that.
Or worthwhile.
I kind of landed on like, well, this is my career. This is like my profession more so.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm okay with that. It's just a job. Like the thing that kind of killed me was like, oh man, it's very hard to be like, first of all, I mean, it's like my job, my career, by no means will ever be the most important thing I got going on.
Right.
And I think it is to most people. It's weird. Like other people's like way that they view their job, their career, kind of like gives me sort of like, I'm trying to think of the right word, like expectations or something like that, where it's like that's how I should be approaching my life and stuff too. But I don't know. I'd say I don't know. I feel like I'm right though. Like I'm focusing more on like my family and actual people and things that I will probably
for sure.
care about and regret not focusing more on. If I did focus more on like my job and my career or whatever, but there's like a balance. Like I do need to like I went too far in one direction at one point where it was like work doesn't matter at all. And it made me fucking hate working, which was not good because I do need to work, and I can't. It's okay to also enjoy just completing tasks and fulfilling a role.
Right. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I was gonna say something and then I lost it.
That's okay.
Yeah, I would say I'm in a similar position where, so it's also nice because like, I mean, my job offers stability. And so to me, that stability is worth the trade-off of maybe not always being 100% enthralled with what I'm doing. And also some things change with my circumstances at work to where I don't have, I mean, there's still like stress and like obligations of course, but like the projects that I work on now are not, they don't stress me out as nearly as bad. So that helps.
I don't know what I was feeling that gave me the impetus to want to change. It wasn't stress though.
Okay.
Like not really.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess for me, I am a perfectionist and a people pleaser, and my project, it was, managing something that I had never even, like being responsible for an entire thing that I didn't feel fully trained in. And then also having everyone's like expectations and everyone breathing down my neck about it constantly. Which is like, that's not their fault. That was what they had to do too. Like that was just part of it. And so like those two things, like feeling like I'm not, like major imposter syndrome, and also feeling constantly like observed and like I have to be on top of everything all the time was just incredibly draining. But
I feel like you might have imposter syndrome because you might genuinely like outclass some of the people you work with, but I feel like in my having to make peace with not being the best person at my company at my specific job,
Yeah.
I'm also just kind of like, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I outclass anybody. Maybe I think that I gave. I don't know. Maybe this is just my imposter syndrome talking, but like, I think people who I work with can tell that I care so much about making sure everything is just right, and so because of that, they trust me to try and do certain things or like manage certain things. But it's this like, I guess part of my fear is being perceived as incompetent, or fearing that I am secretly horrendously incompetent and no one knows, and I've just tricked everybody. But yeah. Anyway, and I guess like for the sake of disclosure, the job that I was like desperately fantasizing about pivoting to was being an indie author.
Oh yeah.
Or you know, being an author in some capacity, which is kind of insane for me to expect to be able to, you know, find a stable income doing that.
Do you need your full income?
Oh, I mean, it's really nice. Probably
I know
not,
you've
though.
probably adjusted to having it, so.
Right, exactly. That's part of it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would still like to publish something, I think, and I guess see how it goes, but I'm not like using that as a crutch to be like, okay, if I could just get there, and then everything would be hunky-dory. Like, I don't think that that's a thing anymore. I don't think about it that way, but anyway.
I sometimes think about whenever we have kids, if it would make sense for me to provide, because childcare costs money.
Right.
It makes sense for me to provide childcare while doing some amount of work on the side.
Yeah.
If possible. Because you do have to start like running some equations about like, okay, childcare costs this much. So by not working, it's sort of like I make this much.
Yeah.
By not working and looking after them, it's sort of like I make this much in the sense that we don't have that required expense anymore.
Yeah.
So if I make up if I take that subtracted from what I was making previously, it's like, does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because if you were,
expensive as fuck.
I was gonna say, if you were working and, you know, making just as much as or less than what childcare costs, it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Throwing money to the wind.
You really don't want to be the one taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
So you're working a full-time job so someone else can take all of that money.
Yeah.
And look after the kids.
Right.
What would your setup be since you guys both work from home if you had a kid?
Yeah, see, that's what I don't know. And it's also hard because, like, for me to think about, because my parents both owned their own businesses.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was with them because I could be, because it was
Free
like,
labor.
well, who's gonna tell them that I can't be there?
Yeah.
Because they're their own bosses, you know? Which I don't, I don't, and I suppose maybe it might depend on the kid.
And the age?
Like, yeah, the kid and the age, yeah.
Yeah. Once
like
you get
if-
to school, you're golden.
Right. Yeah,
I
for
do have to
sure.
keep reminding myself that childcare is a limited time commitment,
Right.
not like a, hey, I gotta, I have to be for 18 years.
No, yeah, yeah.
I hate this section. This is another one of those sections where I'm like, I've
Where
spent
you
a
get stuck?
significant amount of time. Oh,
Look at
I
that.
did it.
Yeah, that was fine.
7.
Well, I guess that was also the appeal of like, oh, if I'm an author, I dictate my own hours. I dictate, my process. My like, it's reliant on me, which isn't necessarily a problem. And also, there's nobody else I'm responsible for. Like, I don't have to tell anybody else what to do, because that was part of like where my stress was coming from.
Oh yeah, because you were you were a manager.
No, I was a team lead.
A lead?
Or a project team lead, yes.
Yeah, you were in charge of other people.
Yeah, and again, I don't like... And I don't think it was even that necessarily that was the problem. It was circumstances around the project that we were on that made it extra hard. Harder than it needed to be, I think, for a first-time project team lead. But,
This is one of my favorite sections.
Okay,
So you reach this point, you got this little telescope thing. There's these throughout the game, but this one, it's like, all right, what have I done? Here's all that I have left to do.
Oh.
And you keep strolling, and it's like, this is intense. And then you finally get to the very top, and the music
see it.
dips out slightly, and your goal is in sight. And I really like it.
Hell yeah. I like that. That's encouraging. I have written two novel-length projects so far. After, I think, 2 years of being semi-serious about my writing hobby.
Yeah.
And I have found that I would say maybe like the last 70% is always so fucking hard to finish.
Oh yeah, I get that. I feel like that's true for a lot of creative endeavors.
No, yeah, no, that's why I brought it up, because I was like, no, I think this applies to most things, because it's like, it feels like such a make or break point, and I always hit this wall of like, everything I've ever made is trash and cringe and terrible. Why am I even doing this? Like, there's like a despair point that I have to hit and like wrestle with for a long time before I just pull through and be like, I think that worked.
There's like some people who can't leave things unfinished, which I feel like is very helpful for that. I am not like that.
Oh, really?
I can leave things unfinished, and it kind of is a detriment.
Yeah.
We're coming to the end of the game.
Oh, it's getting quiet again. Wow. Well, you didn't leave this unfinished. Well, no, you did. No, you literally admitted to that earlier.
I did. Okay, we don't need to steal this.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
All right, an hour and 40. Not my finest.
Yeah.
Not my finest. About 40 minutes longer than I would normally take, I guess. I don't know the last time I played Celeste all the way through. It's been a...
Is that 40 minutes counting the Pico?
See, it might.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if the clock stopped.
Yeah.
Exciting.
That is exciting.
We did it. I did it.
All right.
Sorry.
Yes.
I know we had this for Spyro as well. What else should we play? We got so many. We said Crash. I mean, we got I said Resident Evil 5. Could be fun.
The first Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper?
Is a one sessioner probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember saying that I want everything to be one video.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how much I'm willing to stick to that whenever we get into like actually long games. Like, do I really want to make a 6-hour Resident Evil 5? 14-hour Resident Evil 5? I have no idea how long it is.
Or like if we did Pokemon ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think more about how to do a Pokemon thing. Pokemans.
Yeah. Oh, that says, I can read that, Hiragana. That says Matthew Seiji.
Oh. I learn something new about this game every time I play it.
At least I think that said Seiji. If it didn't, I'm gonna look like a dumbass. But
Yeah. I keep thinking about Claire Expedition 33.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I gotta give it a try at some point.
I think Sage likes it.
Yeah, it's a smaller game. It's like a $50 game. Smaller in budget, I think, not in
Yeah.
scope. It might be a large game. I don't really remember. But I've heard so much praise that I feel like it could be another, I don't know, Hades Celeste situation where it's like this indie game that's kind of like a big stinking deal. I wouldn't be surprised if it took Game of the Year at this point.
Yeah, it kind of, from what little I've seen Sage played, it kind of gave me a Final Fantasy crossed with Persona
Yeah.
in terms of like the UI design and like the combat and stuff.
Cool. I have not seen anything outside of like screenshots on the PlayStation 5 store. So
It is very pretty.
oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I like pretty things.
yeah. Look at those two walking. Cute.
She's all freaking out.
Yeah. Oh, because she's anxious.
I think it's
It's
because
okay,
she's
girl.
starting to cease to exist the further away they get from the mountain.
Oh, that's so sad.
Or cease to exist in that form.
Yeah, independently, maybe they fuse together. I love that. Oh, is this it?
This is where they bake the pie with all the strawberries that I found.
You didn't find hardly any.
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy.
Oh no. I was gonna say I love that trope in cartoons or like kid shows where a character gets split into every facet of their personality, like, and they all like act extreme. You know, like all their personality traits get like I think that happened in Jimmy Neutron once.
It's also the premise for that one Inside Out.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
All these
Never seen
characters whose dialogue we skipped. All of our friends are here.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the pie?
The disappointing pie.
They're all disappointed.
Theo looks... Oh.
Yeah, Theo looks like he uses Tumblr. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
No offense. No offense.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Hey.
Hey.
No offense.
Hey. 3.
3. Yeah.
255 deaths?
That's quite a few deaths.
Yeah.
I love this game for its quick respawn, nonstop. I'm constantly doing something. That's exactly what my ADHD brain wants.
Oh, okay.
I'm all about the fast restart.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
This game made me realize that I care deeply about that. Like, I'm down for any challenge if I can restart in like a millisecond.
Yeah, that's part of my problem with Dark Souls is that there's an obnoxious walk
sure.
back to some bosses.
Yeah, I know people love it, and I probably should give it a better shot, but like, I'm like, maybe this is just like not my jam.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's the game. We did it.
Hell yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Well, it was. I enjoyed watching the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like I was part of the journey.
I feel like these are nice supplemental things, you know? It's kind of,
Yeah.
I feel like we cap out at like a month on our regular podcast stuff, but this is kind of something we can just toss in there to kind of, I don't know, help alleviate that long wait time. So,
Yeah.
hope you enjoy.
Yeah. Let us know if you enjoyed.
And if you didn't enjoy, keep that to yourself. You know, I'm very sensitive, so.
We are probably going to keep doing this, like I said last time.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go
All right.
take a shower.
Yeah. All right.
Is that what, that should be the end. That should be
Yeah. Okay.
All
Goodbye.
right. Goodbye? Question mark?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again. you know, hopefully nothing bad befalls me or Morgan or you.
Oh no, don't. Yeah, don't. No, none of that.
You know, and stop